This is a video showing how to get all the keys in this game, starting with the obvious one. When you first meet your friend for the first time, he will ask you to take his hand, and when you do, he is going to give you a key to the old cafe. You only need this on day one, because once you've unlocked this becomes open, and then every other day after that it's always unlocked and you don't need to do anything. So you pick the key up from there, and now you're going to use it on this. So the second key that we're going to be looking for is the key to this garage, which is near the sewer. If we go over here, you will see that it says garage key required. One way to get that key is actually to just steal one off the big man when he's asleep, but obviously there's a risk with that. And instead we're going to jump up here, and jump up onto here, jump up onto here, and the key that we're actually looking for is in this building here, round the front of it. But to do that we need to get up here. This is also the route that you take if you want to go on the cable cars that go across, to see where they go. I've made a video on that, and I've put that in the description if you want to go and watch that. But for now, let's just try and see if we can get this key. So we're going to just try and jump up onto here and up onto this roof like that. It can be a little bit tricky, but if you fall, you won't die. You'll just have to keep trying it until you make it. As I say, this is the route for getting onto the cable cars, but what we're interested in is to just drop down this side onto this section here, and you'll see that the key is on just inside on there on the table. For some reason these windows don't seem to, I guess there's no glass in them, but if you actually want to get in this building, you can just jump to the next window, which is open, and then you can just walk in and then just steal it off of his that. Obviously he's going to get annoyed and scared and then call the big man, so we're not going to hang around. But we've now got the key. We're just going to drop down back to where we were trying to get to, and if we drop down again, we've now got this. Now the problem with this is when we go in, he is going to see, and he is not going to be happy. But this, again, you just have to do it when he's not really paying attention. You can grab the lockpick from there. There's also this lever on here, which will raise this up, and down there is a champagne bottle. So if you're looking for a champagne bottle to get in, there's one in there. Right, okay, so that's key number 2. Let's go out, and we're going to look for key number 3. Now, key number 3 is around here. And we're looking for the key. First of all, we need to get into this building here first. It's locked from the inside. Easy way to do that is just to come over here, unlock that, and let's unlock that as well. Now, what we're looking for is, we're in here, in the garage, next to the captain's shop. This is, by the way, again, he's annoyed, but you can see there we need to use a lockpick to get into this. But we don't need a lockpick. We can actually grab the key. Now, to grab the key, what we need to do is jump up onto this side, and then we're going to just jump across onto this, jump in through his window, and there is the captain's locker key. We can grab that, climb back out, drop down. Now, we can unlock this and grab the delicate perfume and a stash of money. So that was the third key. The next key we're going to be looking for is the key to the smoker's house, which is this door here. The smoker's house key is required. There are other ways to get into this building, usually just by climbing and breaking through windows and so on. But we're going to show you how to get in if you are desperately looking for the key. The problem is we need to do a favour for the smoker, and unfortunately the smoker is usually asleep and snoring during the daytime, so we can't do anything with him during the daytime. But if we just go and sit over here for a minute until the evening, because he usually wakes up at 6 o'clock, so we'll just skip forward to 6 o'clock. Now, the favour that he's actually asking us for, when we go back up here, the favour that he actually asks us for is he would like a cigarette. Hey down there, can I bum a cigarette? So, to do that, I've just basically come prepared and already have one in my inventory There is a place where you can get that. The vending machine outside the captain's shop is one way, and so we're just going to jump up here, jump, and now we're going to give him the item. So we press E, give him the item, and he will give us. He will give us the key. There we go. We now have the key. We drop down, and we can now go in here. And once we're inside here, there is another place in here that has a key. So if we just go up here onto this level, break in through here. This 23 is locked. And if we go up onto the next floor, there is a apartment 33 key required. Now, if we go back down onto the floor below that, to where apartment 23 is, and come over here, you will find apartment 33 key. And then from there you can go back up and unlock the door, and in we go. There's a few things in here. One of the things that you can do is break these and down into the next apartment, where you'll be able to find flowers if you need them. Obviously other things around as well, but we're now going to head back down, and I'm going to show you one final key that we can get in the game. Okay, so the next key that we're going to be getting is the key to the ticket booth here. Now, I'm fairly sure I've seen our friend just literally give us the key. But in this example, we are going to show you how to actually get it if you can't get him to give you the key. We're doing it when the big guy has a day off, and you'll see why in a minute. The reason it either needs to be a day off, or he needs to be asleep for this, because to get the key we need to go around the back of this, which is a restricted area. So we're going to run across this platform. We are then going to unlock this gate, and we're going to come around to this side. Now at this point we would be in a restricted area and he would be complaining, but because it's his day off he doesn't care. And what we're looking for is the key to this, the ticket booth key. Now, as I say, you can sometimes get it off of the friend, but here is how to do it if you want to get it the other way. Now this is locked as well. You can either use a lockpick for this, or you can just climb up here. And then we're going to just quickly run and jump over here. Now where we're trying to get to is down here. So if we drop down here, walk around, and then in here we climb up this ladder. And now some money, but more importantly the ticket booth key. And now that we've picked that up, we can leave. So we just drop back down here. We're going to escape. Now I wouldn't advise using this key when he is around. You really do need him to be asleep or drunk doing this next part, because otherwise, well, I will show you what happens. You click on this. And that happens. He does not like you doing that. So I would not advise trying to actually use the key when he is around. Make sure he is asleep or drunk. Otherwise that will be the end of your day. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Also, if you want to know how to get that flashlight that I showed you earlier, it's in the description.